Hola, bienvenido a mi canal nuevamente. Actually, I'm gonna do in English today. Fuck it. I'm gonna try a new one. Let's try in English to see how it comes out of me, I guess, in a better way. To see if my communication works better this way. I've been trying in Spanish for a while, but it's been a little bit challenging because getting the words out while my brain is thinking in English has been extremely challenging for me. So the goal for today and what I want to cover today is what's in a gym bag. What's really necessary in your gym bag. Let me get a gym bag. I should get a gym bag in here somewhere. Right here. So what to put in your gym bag. The goal for today is really the essential things to take for the gym, especially for someone that's a beginner that doesn't know exactly what to use, what works, what doesn't work. I want to talk to you from my personal experience, what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what I recommend for you to have, what I recommend for you not to even waste your money with. Let's start with this one. What do I have in my gym bag? First of all, I don't have a gym bag. I don't take anything to the gym because I don't really need anything. The only things I take to the gym are a water bottle, not this one's obnoxious, and a towel because I'm a sweaty butthole and I don't want to put it all over the place. At least I'll be decent enough to wipe it out afterwards. So the things I take are just myself, my gym clothes on, a water bottle, and a towel. I know a lot of people take a big bag full of stuff that they don't really use. To be honest, I don't recommend taking a lot of stuff, but if you're a beginner, don't waste your money on gloves, don't waste your money on belts, don't waste your money on that stuff. I don't recommend it. So what do you need in a gym bag? If you're a beginner, you need nothing. You just need to make sure that you're getting your butt into the gym. That's the only thing. And I'm not mean just the gym, just getting exercise. It doesn't have to be a gym. Join a CrossFit class, join some yoga, spinning, whatever you're into, whatever you enjoy. Get moving, get some action going. If it is a gym, and hopefully that's why you're watching this channel, I would recommend, you don't spend $300 buying the right thing to make you go to the gym. I think that's the wrong approach. What you need is to get yourself there, and that's the biggest hurdle, to actually get committed enough to actually start going to the gym regularly. Doesn't have to be every day. You can start with maybe 2 to 3 days a week, and then of course progress and increase. And you have to fight that resistance from that inner voice that makes you want to stay on the couch cuddled up watching Netflix and probably watching a show that is not even that good, but since you started, like, you have to finish it after because you already saw the first 3 episodes, so I have to find out what happens, even though the show is complete crap, which is, I'll say more than half of the shows on Netflix. But that's besides the point. What you need for the gym? First, just water and a towel. That's all. I know you see a lot of people like buying belts and gloves and straps and things like that, knee pads, all this other stuff, knee sleeves, I guess. But the only real true piece of equipment that you can buy or thing to add on that you can buy to take to the gym are the straps. That's the only thing you need. It can be just the regular straps that you wrap around the bars, or it can be the typical one that have the little hook that you literally hook yourself into the bar. And that's mainly to help you doing your back exercises and whatever you may need on that end. Anything else, it's unnecessary. Belts are completely overrated. You should never use a belt unless you're actually doing a weightlift competition where you're trying to lift heavy shit. But again, if you're not doing that, you don't need a belt. A lot of people think that you have to put a belt so that you don't hurt your back, but that's completely the opposite. If you're doing that much weight that you need a belt, there's either 2 things. Either you're lifting too much and this just ego is on the way, or 2, you're actually trying to compete. Which again, even for that, I wouldn't recommend it. A lot of professional builders usually lift between 70 and 80% of their 1 rep max without a belt. Why? Because it strengthens their core, and it's a big factor that why you need that. The belt weakens your core because you're constantly depending on the belt to push that kind of weight and to kind of hold you in place while you do that. And that means that you're just doing way too much weight. You don't need that much weight, especially at the beginning. You need to have a good form and of course a decent enough weight to challenge your muscles to actually push for growth, but without putting you in harm's way where you can actually get injured and actually make a mess of yourself. That's why I never use a belt. It really helps me focus on my form and actually using my core muscles to keep me aligned and straight. And of course, at the same time, you're kind of working your abs. So especially when you're doing squats, that's a big factor that helps in your ab development, which is, doing squats without belt. So again, the belt, throw it out. You don't need it. It's better to work yourself up to start with little weights and high reps and work yourself up and do progressive overload instead of just focusing on just 1 to 5 reps with a lot of weight. The second one, gloves. I know you see a lot of people buying gloves to the gym, and I fell for that. But at the end of the day, you don't really need it. When you're doing biceps, when you're doing biceps, triceps, shoulders, arms, when you're doing chest, when you're doing squats, you don't use gloves at all. I know you're doing to to cover your hands to protect them. Unless you are a hand model, you don't need a glove. The only actual time where you really hurt your hands is when you're actually doing back, because you're doing a lot of pulling, puts a lot of pressure in your hands on that pull motion. That can kind of hurt your hands, I guess. But ultimately, you end up getting calluses. But at the end of the day, I don't even have that many, and I've been working out for 20 years. On the other hand, so in that case, instead of buying gloves, what I recommend is buying straps. Straps are multifunctional. You can use it for front squats, and of course all the pull muscles that you do. The main reason I recommend it because a lot of times your hand strength, your grip strength, gives out way before your back muscles do. The good thing about the straps is to help you contain the entire pressure on your muscles, on your back muscles, instead of actually on your hand grip. To counter that, the downside to having straps is that your grip strength gets weaker, which is of course one of the downsides to using straps. So what I recommend to make sure that your grip strength is functional, don't use straps on any other interaction that you're doing. If you're doing biceps, if you're doing triceps, or any other shoulders, for example, chest, don't use gloves or straps. That really helps with your grip strength. And another thing that you can add at the end of your workouts, maybe twice a week, is just go on a bar and hang. Literally, no straps, no nothing. Just grab the bar and hold as long as you can. The first time you're gonna hold up for 30 seconds. The next time it's gonna be 35 seconds, and more or less you're gonna progressively get better at holding on. There's a lot of great benefits of just hanging on the bar. I like to do it, for example, after a back day. Just hang there and try to hold up for a minute. That helps complete your back to completely get stretched out. That's pretty much it. I wanted to make a quick short video on what's in my bag. I know there's a lot of YouTubers doing that as well, and I want to be, trying to be a little different. You don't need anything. That's it. You don't need a gym bag. And well, to sum it up, you don't need anything. All you need is a water bottle, a gym bag, and perhaps some straps. And thanks again for joining me today. Let me know what you have in your gym bag. I'm very curious. Let me know if you agree with what I do. If you don't, let me know why. Leave me a comment. Let me know where I can improve on. Constructive criticism is always great for me. I always welcome it. And well, guys, thanks again. Have a great day and go after it.